What's up, everybody? Good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever you guys are in the world. Of course, I am Legal Mindset. I am Andrew Esquire, Legal Mindset. Be your own judge. Good to see you guys today, bright and early in the morning for me here in Bangkok, Thailand. Good to be back. I know it took a little Miami minute there, but it's good to see everybody here. And we are absolutely 100% live on YouTube, Rumble, and Locals. So we are definitely live all around here. Good to see all of you guys up in the house. All the members checking in here on YouTube. Let me say what's up real quick. Augusto Pinoche, Deha Co, Danielle, Incoherent Turd, Helena J, Madman. Good to see you. Three Beers, what's up? Grant Rasha, how's it going? We got Hunch, my boy Hunch. Let's see who else got Super 23 Super. We got a lot of you folks over here. Also, John Sapola. Good to see you, Industrious Bear. Oh, is this live? Of course, because we are live over here on YouTube. And who else? We got a new one. Is this live? Sending a member chat saying, AK the late scrub. Yes, I was definitely late today, messing with locals like it was a jokals. But it's still good to be here regardless, one way or another. And also, what's up to the Rumble squad? See SC Medic, Danielle, Roscoe Remington. What's going on, guys? I appreciate y'all. Senpai notices and appreciates you. And also locals, Nick's Hex, Uncover Lamp, Jay, Legendary Racing. Good to see you guys there as well. All right. And we got already streaming in from Take Rat 10 Legal Mindset memberships. Guys, thank you so much for turning this to a sea of green. You guys have been great with the memberships, and it has only become more based in the legal mindset over time. Only more based. So today we're going to be, and thank you for that. And make sure you're accepting those gift memberships so you can get in and join the BLM. Now, my BLM members. Sorry. Is this live? Is this live is here too. Good. Matching that 10 for 10. Is this live? Thank you so much. 20. Our record was, I looked, our record is 60. So that's our record in, I think, one day. So appreciate that. So much green in the chat. You see Jay just got the gift right here. So thank you for the gift. Appreciate that as well. And Low Watermark just broke the record. Low Watermark just threw us above the record for Legal Mindset memberships. This is now the most base stream ever. You beat it. We're at 70. We did it. Thank you so much, Low Watermark, getting us out there, destroying it, and sharing the love, spreading the love of the Legal Mindset. Drop those live emojis, drop those burning castles, drop those rats, drop it all in the chat. Appreciate y'all. It's been wild. It's wild out there. Make sure you guys are accepting those. And listen, we have members only streams. We got emojis. We got member chats you can drop, which I always am on top of. I'm not Valiant Renegade. I don't wait a year to get these member chats. I get them right away. Tigrat doubles down. Defending the honor here, Tank Rat, with another 50 memberships. We're now way above the record. We're at 120. Damn, we are out there today. Tank Rat, appreciate you over there in the Emirates, hanging out, being a good friend of myself and a good friend of a lot of other channels. And I want to say, I appreciate that. I appreciate that you guys are not just on my channel, but on the other channels. It's just live drops another 50. What is going on? What's going on today? Is this membership day? I love it. It's great. Uber based. You know, it's so based. I think we're going to have to shut it all down. I think we're going to have to shut it all down. I don't know if you guys have seen this one, but I got to roll this one for you guys real quick. Here, hold on. Okay. While we're just being so based here, I love you guys. Take Rat, Low Watermark, is this live? Thank you so much. Is this live dropping another 50? What's going on right now? I can't even add. My lawyer math is done. It's 171 because reply by mail coming in like a little chatlet here with one. Love you, reply by mail. Mwah. Appreciate it. Man, you guys are coming through today. Awesome. Appreciate y'all. So much green. We got so much green. It's looking like a national park up in this. That's what I love to see. Man, it's super bass today. Tank Rat, appreciate you. Is this live? Appreciate you. Low Watermark, thank you so much, guys. You guys are the Giga Chads and Stacy's that keep us going here. And because of that, we got to shut this down. I don't know if you guys have seen this one, but I gotta show you guys this one. Let's shut it down here. Let's shut it down. Okay. Have you guys seen this? Though some of you have probably seen this, but let's play this one. This is funny.
Definitely. This is probably the biggest news of 2023. It says the entire Magic Kingdom land shut down, closed off indefinitely. Now, I tried to look up more information about this, but there is not much. But this says right here, due to unfortunate extreme conditions, a massive Disney resort has announced it will be closing immediately. Check this out. Even going to their website, this is what it says. We had to duck out. We apologize for the temporary inconvenience, but DisneyWorld.com is not currently available.
Man.
Please check back in a few. What is going on with Disney World? So upon doing further research, do you know the allegations that Disney World had? The allegations about the children and all that? Well, check this video out and leave your comments down below. Let me know what y'all think. And share this video. Share it.
Y'all, Walt Disney World shut down today. Sorry, I'm outside. Shut down today. Now, I saw a TikTok, and I cannot remember who the content creator was. That content creator said that they were most likely going to be shutting down Walt Disney World because somebody's kid got stolen and taken into a tunnel where the door closed, and then the police people didn't believe the person that there was this.
Breaking news, y'all.
Okay. So this thing has been totally debunked, right? But that being said, it's a fake story, right? Just FYI, let me full disclosure, that was a fake story. But that one was spreading around, right? That was getting circulated. It's a fake story. It's 100% a fake story. But I had to share that one because that was getting around the last day or two. So I'm like, okay, guys, if Disney World is shutting down, you better believe all of our asses are on that in 2 seconds, okay? So if you're not seeing Pro, Valiant, myself, everybody, we'd be on that in 5 seconds. I would be calling up all of my contacts to get that story. That is 100% a fake story. So just so you guys know, but that one was circulating the last couple days. You gotta be careful. Some of these things out there, Facebook, TikTok, you can string together a bunch of irrelevant information and make it seem like it's real information when it's completely made up. It's completely made up. A-Wig says, I for the first time in years, I heard a Magic Kingdom commercial on the radio. They must be in trouble. Yeah, that's bad. When Disney has to advertise, it's bad. Tagrat for 100 says, well, records are meant to be destroyed. Lol. 221 gifted. Yes, boom. 221. Chadley. That is a Chadley way. Actually, my back end is saying 171. My back end says 171, but it's 221 in my heart. It's 221 in my heart. Appreciate all of you guys. You guys are really amazing. And you guys allow me to do this on a regular basis and come and bring you good information. So I hope that y'all, and we'll get to the lawsuit stuff. We'll get to me losing here and just taking this giant L and quitting. I'm going to go into exile. We'll get into that in a second. But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about the Marvels, right? Let's talk a little bit about the Marvels. Oh, and thank you, Stuttering Guitarist, for being a new member. We're getting them. It is a green day today. Shout out to the Base Legal Mindset, folks. You guys are killing it. And coming in, Stuttering Guitarist, at the BLM level, not RPG, which is the lower level, but BLM. So you have access to everything, including the Discord. So you got all the access, Stuttering Guitarist. Get in there and get the Base Legal Mindset. Now, let's jump right into this Marvel situation. So right now we've got a situation where the Marvels is not doing so well. Okay. So even according to the Hollywood Reporter, the Marvels only earned a meh 6.6 million in box office previews. That is a record low. That is lower, I believe, than Quantumania. That's absolutely a tiny amount by comparison. This is by the Hollywood Reporter, so this is even the mainstream is outing them on this one. But what they're not outing is that we are now at 222 gift memberships, because this is live just casually drops another 50. Appreciate you. Is this live? We are really green today. We are so green. Colorado is like, we don't got anything on that. All the green in Cali and Colorado ain't got nothing on the green of the legal mindset. And this is the true green. Not that weird hippie green. It's the based green. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Is this live? You are an absolute giga mega Chad today. So we've got record lows. And listen, I watched the movie. If you guys haven't seen my review, you guys should check out my review of the Marvels and my great, amazing editing skills that I totally did not take 2 hours to do. You guys should totally check that out. But the Marvels is kind of peak next wave Marvel, right? So this movie really represents everything about new Marvel. This is all of it wrapped into one package. This is where they're going. This is the template for the future, is movies like the Marvels. Is movies exactly like the Marvels. Now, maybe there's not overt woke propaganda in every second of it, although I would argue, and this is what I argue with other folks, that the movie implements elements of intersectionalism, elements of feminism throughout the entire film. It's pretty open and obvious, considering there really are no male characters. This movie has no male villains, everything else. There's some male side characters. There's a couple beta orbiters like Samuel L. Jackson, but there are no dudes in this. And that's where they want to go. They're the MCU. This is the MCU. So if this thing is not an absolute killer, the concept of where they want to go is dead, is absolutely dead. So this is going to be a very big thing to watch how it plays out, and also how they cover it. Because are they going to try to cover up for it? Because they're already doing a lot of cover up. Incoherent Turd says ticket prices in early Marvel days was $9-ish a ticket. They are double the price and still receiving lower total revenue. Yes, so even with inflation, they can't keep up with early Marvel movies. Even with inflation, that's bad. That's real bad. And Nelson Peltz is sitting there like, really? Look, Nelson Peltz is watching. Nelson Peltz is always watching. Let me make sure. Okay, I'm caught up here. Okay, great. So the other thing is that they're exposing right now bots. The bots are being exposed with the reviews. I don't know if you've seen this. Is from that Park Place, right? So my good friend, folks, this was retweeted by my good friend Jonas J. Campbell. So you see right here, reviews giving the Marvels 5-star reviews on Rotten Tomatoes have not reviewed any other films. This is highly indicative of a bot. Okay, so when you see a reviewer come in and drop out of nowhere a 5-star review, that is highly likely to be a bot. Let's look at this real quick. Let's watch this video. Right? So you've got this guy. Look at him. Watch list, Little Mermaid. I think this is his watch list. And then movie ratings. They've only rated the Marvels. Right? Another profile, Raphael G. Go into that. No watch list. The Marvels. Right? Another 5-star review. Go into it. No watch list. The Marvels. Another 5-star review. Go into that. Review is only the Marvels. So you're seeing that these things are being exposed, right? So these bots, these shill accounts are being exposed because the folks that know movies, the folks that are experienced are reviewing it like trash. And yet they still accuse people of bombing it. They still are going to go back to the same old tired trope of it was the men, it was the evil men. They're the problem. They're the ones that are causing this to not do well. It's review bombing, but in the other direction. It's review boosting, right? The other way. Walker Voss for $4.99 says, damn it, Andrew, you started without me. Just kidding. I'm a little Nick and channeling my inner Nick Ricada. Please proceed unbreaded. Walker, all I'm going to say is I hope you don't have a belt as metrosexual as Nick Ricada. I hope you don't, because dear God help you. If you wear that studded Avril Lavigne looking skinny jeans wearing outfit that Nick Ricada wears, I pray for you. There is no God that can forgive that. I'm joking. Shout out to the homies over there around Law 2. Okay, now speaking of Law 2, let's jump right into my defeat, guys. My channel, it's really over. It's really done. It's over. I have to say, I've lost. I mean, you know, there was this hearing coming up, and I wanted the judge to rule in my favor, and they didn't. And because they didn't, I have to concede. I have to say that it's all over, that Disney is just going to win. They're going to control the universe. They're going to get the Infinity Stones. They're going to make everything lame and put a woman in it and make her rainbow. It's all going to happen. I have to admit, it's all going to happen because that has dropped. It's over, guys. It's over. Now I have to exile myself to Asia. I am going to self-impose an exile to Asia. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. But I will handle all of the delicious food, all the sushi, all the Thai food, all the Korean fried chicken, and all the women with a BMI under obese. I will handle all of that in exile. I know, such a punishment. It's a horrible punishment, guys. It's a horrible punishment. But I deserve it for failing you. For failing my family. Isis Live says 100 proof Knob Creek turns into free memberships. Who knew? It is great. It's great. Hey, you know what? All those gift memberships, I'm gonna drop a little Nika. It deserves a little Nika, right? A little black Nika, right? For you guys. I mean, we're at a record day, so I think we deserve. It's 9:27 in the morning. I have had nothing to eat at all whatsoever. The only thing I've had is a little bit of this 7-Eleven water here. Okay, like that's all I got. That's all I got. But hey, cheers to the breakfast of champions. And to losing epically to Disney. Oh, so strong. Actually, I'm going to hit that again. Oh, yeah. There we go. That will shut down your theme park, ladies and gentlemen. Tankrat says, what more proof does anyone want that Iger's Disney destroys everything it touches? Dropping the rat in the burning castle. Remember Iger's masterclass, and that only makes me cringe. Iger is absolutely someone you should not be taking any masterclass or even any class from. Guys, a joke. That's an absolute joke. Okay, let's show you guys the article that is the cause of my ultimate demise and my exile. So here's blogmickey.com, okay? So blogmickey.com says judge rules in Disney's favor, pushes hearing to 2024 after DeSantis's oversight district failed to produce discovery in a timely manner. Oh my God, I'm done. It's over, guys. The judge ruled in Disney's favor. It's over. It's over for me. So there was supposed to be a hearing in December on the motion for summary judgment. And I'm going to show you that motion in a second, okay? When granting Disney's motion, Judge Schreiber said that she believes Disney has made the appropriate showing with the argument presented today. While she ruled that she is not making a ruling on the compliance of Discovery, she said if there's an issue with Discovery going forward, she would entertain a motion to resolve it. During Disney's argument, the lawyers outlined a series of missed deadlines from the DeSantis-controlled district to produce Discovery. Okay, let me be serious for a second. So obviously I'm being a little hyperbolic here. I'm being a little cute, but you know, it's legal mindset. I've got to be kawaii mindset, okay? So let's be serious for a second on the law. So Disney did win this, but I need to state two things. First of all, judges, the presumption, the appropriate showing is very, very low for delaying. So when you want to delay things, the amount of proof you need is very low. You do not need to prove very much to delay. The judges like delay. Judges are lazy. Judges do not like to work hard, right? Madman said it. It was a member in the chat, part of that sea of green. Judges are lazy. So judges will say, unless there is a strong reason not to delay, they will grant the motion. So you have to assume that the delay is going to happen. Now, I said I thought there was good reason for it not happening. The judge didn't agree with me. And mind you, this whole time, they've been saying that this judge is in the tank for DeSantis. Everybody's been saying, oh, it's state court. It's not going to be a fair trial. Well, look at this. They ruled in favor of Disney here to delay it. Now, mind you, it's a procedural thing. It's not substance. This motion doesn't say anything. It doesn't say that Disney is winning their argument. In fact, it doesn't even say what this article wants it to say. So this article right here is trying to imply that Disney hasn't produced that the CFTOD hasn't produced Discovery. But that's not true. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to produce Discovery, you have to file what's called a motion to compel. And if you look here, this is the clerk of court. This is the website for what's been filed. And we've been going through this bit by bit. My shyster lawyer ass has been covering every single filing in the Florida case. If there was a motion to compel, you guys would know about it. But guess what? There's no motion to compel. There's zero motion to compel. The only thing they got here is a motion with setting the hearing, or a motion to set the hearing, right? So they have a notice of hearing that has now been revised to March 2024. So now this has been revised to March 2024. But mind you, I know a lot of you are thinking, oh my God, this hurts DeSantis. And maybe in the media, it might. But in reality, this is a case of the district versus Disney, and this case needs to go forward regardless of whether DeSantis is governor or not. This case is going to go forward regardless of whether DeSantis is true or not. Right? So this is absolutely 100% all that they ruled. All they did was set the hearing at March 12th. So we've got a March 12th date, 2 p.m. Maybe I'll attend the hearing. Maybe I'll be in attendance. Who knows? It's March. Anything can happen. March is a great time for Disney. Great time for Orlando. And remember, guys, like Grant Rasha said, The longer the case goes on, the more Disney has to pay the district. Remember, the district can tax Disney for the legal bills. So this is just going to cost Disney. This delay is only going to cost Disney. They are just trying to stall. But speaking of stalling, quick shout out here to Scott Westbrook. Scotty doesn't know how based he is. Thank you, Scott, for dropping 10 Legal Mindset memberships, bringing us up to a grand total of 232. We have blown past the record. We have nuked it from orbit like it's aliens. Thank you so much, Scott. Thank you, all those guys. Is This Live, Tank Rat, Low Watermark, for making this an amazing one. Lily Smith says, Barnes on Megan Fox says he won her lawsuit 2 minutes ago. Great. Good job. Good job to Robert Barnes. He is a definite Chad. He is a constitutional Chad, and he listens. Barnes had a bad take on Disney off rip. His very first take was bad, but then he listened to me, and he's like, oh, wait. Oh, actually, that's a good take. I'm going to listen to Andrew. So shout out to Barnes. He's a great guy, and I love him, respect him. He's a good friend of mine, friend of the channel. Ted Park says, I think that the delay is something that is, oh, well, is it an oh, well sort of thing? It's an oh, well, but listen, guys, your boy Legal Mindset on this channel, when I am wrong, when I make a call and I'm wrong, I own it. I'm not legal schmiegel here. I'm not here just to gas up the anti-Disney, gas up the district, gas up everything against Disney. I'm going to call it like it is. When your boy takes an L, your boy admits it, and he eats that humble pie. I'm like, give me that humble pie. I'm going to eat it. So I admit I called it one way. I wanted it to be one way, and I was wrong. I was wrong. Now, mind you, when I gave that prediction, I said judges are lazy. It's possible she could rule that way, and she did. Right? She proved herself to be lazy. And definitely not a shill for DeSantis, because otherwise she would have ruled in the favor. Jackal says, saw the thumbnail, thought I was going to come in here and see you guzzling, saying, glad I was wrong. No. I called it one way, and I miscalled it. I own it, right? That's this channel. Look at that. How many other YouTubers do that? How many other YouTubers are like, yeah, I wanted it to be this way, and I was wrong. Or I didn't get it my way. They don't say that. They always try to say they're right all the time, which is not how we roll here. It's not how mindset rolls. Smash that like button, guys. We got 800 of you guys in the house today. 800 in the house. And yes, people on locals, you can gift locals memberships. So you guys they're getting a little jelly. They're getting a little jelly over there of the folks on the YouTubes. And also shout out to my Rumble folks. Aaron, good to see you. Shredder upon the horizon. Core this. Good to see all you guys over there on Rumble. Andrew is not the same as Legal Manlet. No. I am at least 2 meters larger than him. I'm joking. I'm at least probably 1.5 feet taller than Devin. Little legal. It comes up to most people's waists. So that's a good one. Jackals of Terra Argentum says, if you look at the picture of Iger's face, he has the eyes of someone who pays streetwalkers to strangle him while he soy jack rage sobs. Oof. That is bad. That's real bad. Real bad, Jackals. But thank you for the super chat. Appreciate the 10 from the 305. Bays says, who's a member for 7 months, says, first time catching you live. Love your channel. Hey, Bailey, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm very glad you enjoy it. So, as you guys know, I did sleep through the earnings call. Another defeat. I'm admitting defeat by my sleep cycle. I was awake as long as I could. And I'm like, oh, let me take a 30-minute nap. My 30-minute nap turned to me missing 7 alarms and sleeping till 10 a.m. the next day. So I 100% missed the earnings call because I was sleeping hard. I just came back from Tokyo. I was light on sleep. It was rough. But it seems that there's been a couple developments And even the mainstream media, the liberal media, is turning on Disney. And I want to point this out. I want to walk through this article here. This is an article on CNN of all places. Okay. So when you see a literal liberal shill media that is constantly shilling for everything anti-Trump, everything anti-DeSantis, and they're posting this, this is bad. When a woman on a liberal media outlet is posting this, you know it's bad. And before you now shout out to my base ladies out there. I love you, ladies. I love you. Mwah. You ladies are important. You're so sexy. You're so based. You're all the Stacys. I care about you so much. Shout out to all of you. But you know that politically, there's a big gender split right now with politics, with Democratic, by far on the Democratic Party, it's split to female, Republican, male. Huge split. Love you guys. Mwah. I see you, Sherry, Danielle. Shout out to my girls. Okay. Ted Park says, I respect that you called it wrong. Since the other hearing was already set, I thought she would say screw him. I did too. She already said it. So it kind of would have been lazy just to keep it the same, being like, we already have it set. But Disney might be able to appeal it. And I think what came down to it, Ted, was Disney could appeal the decision. And because she doesn't want to be appealed, she just granted the motion. Because refusing to give discovery is something you could appeal over if it was true. I don't think it's true. And the problem is that Disney requested every document under the sun. They requested so many documents, and most of them the CFTOD doesn't even have. They don't possess those documents. So when they say they didn't turn it over, they literally asked for every agreement between the state of Florida and a special district. There are tens of thousands of documents that probably are hundreds of thousands of pages. That's not something you get in 24 hours. So their requests are ridiculous. So that being said, I don't think this is a big thing on the substance, but hey, it's a procedural win. And Disney, by the way, that's their strategy. That's what they do in every lawsuit. Take notes, guys. Disney delays. I told you this. And on that, I am right. Disney will do everything it's possible to delay. That is what Disney does. That is their style. So let's get into this article here. Iger, Disney is in trouble. Iger has 5 big problems to solve. This is from CNN. So I love to see it. So let's read through this. And I want to kind of rebuke these as they come down, right? Because this is a very interesting thing. So the magic has been missing this year from Disney. Last month, the country celebrated its 100th anniversary, and there was much to commemorate. Over the last century, the company has grown to one of the largest public traded media and entertainment companies in the world, with a market cap of $150 billion. This is thanks to Walt Disney. This is thanks to the genius of Walt Disney. Walt Disney is what made this grow. The genius and foresight of Walt Disney, who was looking decades into the future. Walt Disney was looking decades into the future. He was a futurist. He was looking at what is going to happen, not just today, but tomorrow and into infinity and beyond. And because of that, they grew. Not because of Bob Iger. Okay? Be very clear about that. Real quick, we've got a locals chat I want to get here from Ben SC, good friend of the channel, who says for $5, most of the time, if an intelligent individual has a bad take on this, it is because they have decided based on the media-driven fact set. That's fairly true. That's fairly true. Media can be very misleading. Media can be very, very, very misleading, particularly with the framing of things, right? Which is why I review stuff like this, to put it in proper framing, right? So to interpret it from woke media speak to reality. But the future of the House of Mouse hangs in the balance as the company contends with still unprofitable streaming, an ongoing actors strike, declining attendance at home. Right here, legal battles with presidential candidate Ron DeSantis. So the legal battles makes the list, and uncertainty surrounding a CEO succession plan. Disney stock at $84. Where's Mexican Iron Man? Where's my homie? Is he out mowing lawns? Mexican Iron Man, where you at, homie? Where you at? Does WW Pro have him on his plantation anymore? Where he's got you on Tiana Salt Mine? What's going on, Mexican Iron Man? Where you at? $84. $84. It's down 8 since CEO Bob Iger, dang it, Bob, returned as CEO. It's down 3% since the start of the year. Compare that to Disney's rivals. Comcast is up. Comcast is up more than 18%. And Warner Brothers is up 22%. Mexican Iron Man is jumping out of window. Everybody is saying he is jumping out of windows right now. Nice. Shout out to Mike. He's a good friend of mine. I love Mike. He's great. He's great. Jumping out of windows. Okay. He got his passport, so he'll be jumping out of windows in Thailand pretty soon. The company reported its quarterly earnings on Wednesday afternoon and slightly missed expectations on sales, but had better than reported earnings. Well, I think this is the key here. You got to focus on the fact they're not selling. The company added 7 million core Disney Plus subscribers. I doubt these numbers, these funny numbers, right? Also, how much are they paying, right? What is the VIG? How much are they making on those people that subscribed? And narrowed its streaming losses. But Iger announced more severe cost cuts to the company. The company announced Hugh Johnson, the chief financial officer at PepsiCo, would take over as Disney's CEO, filling a vacant role that was left by Christine McCarthy. So first of all, there's an uncertain future for the linear TV assets. So their revenue for linear TV is slipping. It's 7%. It's down, and it ain't going back up, baby. It ain't going back up. They're trying to generate cash by selling ABC, Disney Channel, FX, and National Geographic. What? While linear remains highly profitable, it's not highly profitable. That's a lie, Bob. It's slipping. If it's slipping, it's not highly profitable. Why you gotta lie like that, Bob? Why you gotta lie like that, Bob? While linear remains highly profitable for Disney today, the trends being fueled by cord cutting are unmistakable. As I've stated before, we are thinking expansively and considering a variety of strategic options. ESPN remains a bright spot in their traditional media portfolio, continuing to attract sport fans to cable TV. In recent note to clients, Bank of America's Jessica Reif-Ehrlich said the glue enabling the cable bundle to maintain its profitability. But viewership is down as cord cutting grows. That's why Ehrlich has said ESPN should accelerate its transition to streaming as fewer people pay for traditional TV. No, guys, this is a lie. So what is happening here is that ESPN was profitable because of the fees they were making from cable, the fees that you were required to pay to get ESPN. So the little old grannies that were paying fees for ESPN, but never watching that. They're watching the Cat Channel. They're watching the Lifetime. They're watching whatever else, right? They're watching C-SPAN, but they're not watching ESPN. Those fees, which got slashed in the latest deal with Spectrum, if you guys remember the Spectrum battle, this is why they're dropping here. So this bright spot is really not so bright. It's more like a dark doo-doo colored stain in the world of Disney. It's more of a brown spot than a bright spot. Continuing on, how will price hikes affect streaming subscribers? So they're planning to increase their charges again. They're already going to $13.99 while they have advertising at $7.99. Now let me ask you guys this. I want to know this from the chat, and I'm gonna put a little poll up here. For streaming, maybe not Disney Plus, because I'm not saying you guys are on Disney Plus, but would you pay for ad-free or accept ads? for streaming, right? Which would you do? Which would you do? So you pay for ad free or take the cheaper ad version for streaming, not just for Disney Plus. So any platform, Netflix, Hulu, whatever. Like if they have an ad version and a non-ad version, which one would you take? I want to know. I want to see the poll, guys. Ride that poll. Most people in the chat, where it's actually mixed right now. It's actually looking like 50-50. The poll right off rip is very close, very close. So I want to see what you guys are doing there. All right, let's continue. So the advertising marketplace for streaming is picking up. It's more than healthy for advertising for linear television. But here's the thing. When streaming gets ads, it becomes the same as television. When streaming has ads, there's no difference between streaming and television. That's my personal opinion. Price hike comes as Disney's streaming service continues to burn cash, though the company has indicated that it believes Disney Plus will begin generating profits by the end of 2024. One potential hiccup to Disney's plans is Disney lost streaming subscribers in the US and Canada. This is where they need them. And this is where the Fugazi is happening. Disney is losing people in America and Canada. Some of the companies that pay the most for streaming. Oh, okay, they're gaining some subscribers in Bangladesh. Not to be rude, listen, I love my Bangladeshi brothers and sisters. I'm over here in Thailand, guys. I love them. I love people from Myanmar, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, Malaysia. You're my brothers and sisters. I love you guys. But one of those subscribers is not worth one American subscriber. And what I'm talking about is value, not as a human. Now, this isn't a moral argument. This isn't my toxic colonialism. This is me saying, no, literally, Disney charges, if you're in Malaysia, you're paying pennies on a dollar for a subscription, whereas the US is paying $14.99 or $13.99, $7.99, right? And a Malaysian is paying pennies to the dollar. It's not apples to oranges here. It is apples to oranges, right? It's not apples to apples. A lot of fruits. It's durian. It's durian to apples. Anybody out there, shout to anybody out there who's had durian. I am not a durian. I cannot handle durian. I'm sorry, I cannot. It's not to the point where I won't immediately like gag, but it's not like even thinking about it. It's not one for me. Walker Voss says, does Disney delay because they can pay? At least for today. I'm not a lawyer, but this whole enterprise looks like a slow motion dumpster fire. Walker, that's their move. Disney delays to make you pay more money. But in this particular case, what they don't realize is they're going to have to pay taxes on that. So they're going to pay. It's going to happen. So Disney is paying one way or another. Disney is paying for this. Now, what I think they're doing is, I think people said it in the chat, Walker. I think their thought is this is during the primaries for DeSantis. So they're going to try to use this in the primaries. They're going to try to use this against DeSantis. That's the intention. The intention is to use it against DeSantis. I like jackfruit. I have no problem with jackfruit. Durian is a different story. I like jackfruit. No problem with jackfruit. So that's my thought on that delay there, Walker. Appreciate you. Let's see. All caught up over here. Okay, cool. Let's continue here. So an analyst with Citigroup says he'll be watching closely if Disney's recent streaming price hikes will result in even more subscription cancellations or if the pace drops off. Guys, for $13.99, I'm sorry, guys. $13.99, I'm not paying that. I am not paying that. It's not happening. I am not messing with $13.99. Not for streaming. It's not happening. Though Disney may potentially have another plan to jit up revenue. Following in Netflix footsteps, Disney has hinted it will expand a password sharing crackdown, which they shed light on. Every platform wants to do this, okay? Every platform says they're going to crack down on password sharing. Whether they can actually do that or not is questionable. Password sharing is really hard to actually crack down on, and a lot of them can't do it or they don't successfully do it. So we'll see about that. However, Disney isn't staking its entire streaming future on Disney Plus. Earlier, Disney said it would acquire Comcast's 1/3 stake. No, they're in arbitration right now. And by the way, Disney gave this number. This is not the number. It's being arbitrated right now. So the number for Disney Plus, or sorry, for Disney to acquire Hulu is not final right now. Don't pay attention to that. Disney said it's that, but that's not the number. They're getting arbitration right now, a confidential arbitration. Archer Merchant said, as someone who can confirm after costing the rat millions in labor arbitration, procedural fuckery, and half-truths is putting it lightly. I testified for hours once. Their questions are absurdist comedy. Archer, I feel you. Dude, let me go here real quick so you can see me. Big screen mindset, okay? Let me go real big screen. Archer, brother, I feel your pain. I sat for no less than 85 hours across the table from Disney lawyers, right? Disney lawyers that were assisting RCID, right? They're advising Reedy Creek Improvement District back in the day, back when I was a mere Florida man, a mere Florida lawyer representing all the districts around Disney. Celebration, Bonnet Creek, Reunion, Mystic Dunes, all those guys, represented all those guys. And every time I met with Disney, it was some lie. It was some delay. They always couldn't do it today. I spent 2 years trying to finalize an agreement with them. It was the same agreement. There were no material changes to it. Small little knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone, changes in font, changes in the word, the proper word they use. Oh, we changed our language on this. So now we don't call it a street, we call it a thoroughfare. Stuff like that. Ticky-tacky bullshit like that. Delay. Disney loves to pretend that, oh, there's a problem. Oh, I'm sorry. It's always a delay. It's a lie. It's a tactic. These guys are absolutely horrible when it comes to substance. And a lot of them don't know what they're talking about when you actually ask them the actual areas of law. So when you question them on the actual law, they don't know. So I feel for you. I really do feel for you, brother, having to take any questions from Disney lawyers. All right, content concerns. Let's get into this. This is the spicy part. Let's do it. Changing consumer taste. Now, I think that, okay, so this is where I'm going to call out CNN, okay? So CNN is not going to go out and go after them for being too woke. What they're going to do is, instead, they can't say woke. It's CNN, okay? They can't say it. So what are they going to say? They're going to call it content concern. There are content concerns. That's their idea of saying get woke, go broke. And that people are tired of seeing the strong woman HR manager who emasculates every single person with an XY chromosome. It's kind of getting tiring. I'm a little over a 70-pound woman soaking wet, tossing a like 200-pound spec ops operator like he's a rag doll. I'm kind of over that. Maybe people don't want to watch dudes in dresses. I'm just saying. It may pose a risk to their financial health. Several of their high-profile movie bets were a bust at the box office, including Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny and Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania. And let's add one to this list. This was 6 minutes ago. The Marvels. The Marvels is already a failure. It is already failed expectation. It's already dropped below where it should be. It's below Quantumania. We're seeing photos already of empty, absolutely empty theaters. Yeah, I agree with you, Blue Fire. Changing consumer tastes is people getting sick of characters like Rey. Agree with you on that. Evercore's Disney analyst, Vijay. The Vijay. Actually, his name is literally Vijay J. Oh my God. His name is Vijay J. Oh, okay. All right. Andrew, grow up, Andrew. You're an attorney, damn it. You're an attorney. Be serious. Okay, Vijay J wrote. In a note last week, he expects Disney to modestly underperform. I can't. I'm sorry. I failed you. I've shamed you. I admit defeat. But JJ has defeated me. Guys, once again, I'm defeated by the JJ. I can't. Oh, God. Hey, cheers to the Disney Vijay, guys. May the Vijay be strong with all of you. Cheers. Oh my God. Okay, we're back in this. We need a moment there. Okay. The latest installment of Indiana Jones was released in the US on June 30th. Questions about Disney's content site come as Hollywood productions have been shut down for more than 6 months after writers went on strike, and the actors are still ongoing. By the way, I love the solidarity. As soon as the writers won, they completely abandoned the actors. They're like, yeah, solidarity, justice. Oh, we're getting paid. Oh, we're done now. We're done. Peace, deuces. They do not care at all about the actors. So yes, this section, it's short because they don't want to say that they've gone woke and people are tired of it. I want to say there's probably some superhero fatigue, but more of it is just good movie fatigue. People just want good movies, and they are not seeing them from Disney. They're just not coming out. So people aren't going to pay for shitty movies. They've got other options. We've got anime. I'm bringing you guys monthly anime recommendations. You guys don't even need to watch Disney. We got so much good anime. Disney World Ang says it may not all be bad news for Disney. Last quarter, the parks division was a highlight, jumping 13%. Where's the growth? Oh, look at this. The growth was fueled by the Chi-Coms. Disney, Shanghai, and Hong Kong. This is a COVID bump. Guys, I'm over here in Asia. Let me be very clear with you. There has been a bump in Chinese tourism after COVID because they were literally locked down. Shanghai, they were lowering their dogs on bungee cords to take a shit from their apartments. These guys were on full lockdown for over a year. They were bored. They just were allowed out. They were a year behind America in opening up. Imagine that, right? So of course people are going to want to travel. They're going to want to theme parks. Of course there's going to be rising revenue there. That makes total sense, right? And by the way, where is Disney spending all its money? It's spending all its money in China, a park which they can take like this. Disney does not own that land. They lease it. And at any point, the Chinese government can go like this and take it all and reappropriate it and give it to the party commission. And it can be Chairman Mao land. It can be President Xi land. That can happen like that. They don't own a thing there. Plus, what I want to point out here is very deceiving is this. This is what I want to see. They said revenue is jumping, but they didn't say profit. Okay, let me say this one more time. Where's my boy? Where's my boy Mexican Iron Man? Where's Valiant? Revenue increased, but they didn't say profit. They split the profit with the CCP. They split the profit with the Chinese. So the revenue is really not as relevant. Yes, their revenue is up 13%, but if they're splitting it 50-50, their profit is probably only up 7%. And are they profiting? We don't know that. They didn't say here profit. It's as important as, like Pet said in the chat, it's important as debt versus deficit. That's the important thing. How much are they profiting? They're not saying that. That's not a coincidence. Dayako for $4.99. My base Kyopo Chad says, where is the self-reflection by Disney? This company has really become self-delusional. A declining empire unto itself. They are not just lying to others, they're lying to themselves. It's very much true. They're lying to themselves about where their future lies. And if they think their future lies in China, I got news for you. I got news for you. People over here do not like the woke stuff. And eventually, that's going to come back to bite them. See, what people want, when I was in Tokyo, right? All of the people over there in Tokyo Disneyland, they love classic Mickey and Minnie. They love classic Goofy. Stuff that we all grew up on, we all agree on, we're all okay with. What they don't like is the new Little Mermaid. What they don't like is having everybody be rainbow, part of the Rainbow Coalition. They're not a big fan of that. That stuff is not going to fly in China. And you notice that they are not retheming Splash Mountain in Tokyo. They are not retheming it to Tiana. I wonder why. Well, because Splash Mountain is better. I mean, that's true. Splash Mountain is objectively better. Shout out to Song of the South. That being said, they're not down with it. Not down with it. So Disney announced it would lean more heavily into the theme park business, doubling its capital expenditures. It plans to use that to expand its domestic and international parks and its cruise line. That's not true. They're expanding. 99% of it is going to international parks and cruise lines. They're giving the scraps to America, and they're going to cancel those projects. All of those projects are going to get canceled, except for the timeshares. I say that representing timeshares because I know what they're going to do. They're going to build the timeshares because they're profitable. They're not going to improve the theme parks. They're not improving anything. Yes, very true. Snow Brown isn't going to fly in Asia. No, it won't. That movie is going to bomb. I mean, just like The Little Mermaid bombed here. So they're saying Disney is struggling with attendance, having shorter wait times and fewer crowds. They attributed it to a slump in Florida tourism. That's not true. That's not true. Universal did fine. SeaWorld did fine. Legoland did fine. It was Disney that wasn't doing fine because Disney's being weird. And here, in the ongoing legal battle with Florida over control of the district that contains Disney has led to an unwanted spotlight over the company's politics and debate over its position in the culture wars. So even the leftists are admitting, A, there is a culture war going on. So they're admitting there's a culture war. And two, they're saying that Disney is political. that Disney hasn't quieted the noise. They, in fact, are still political. They're admitting that. And then they're going on to say here, who can lead Disney after Iger? This is the question here. So he's firing 7,000 employees, but he still hasn't named a successor. He said, I'm going to be focused on finding a viable CEO, but he's got a contract through 2026. The man's going to be there for 3 more years because he wants a beta male simp that's going to do everything he says. He wants to have a CEO that's his puppet. This guy wants to run it like a banana republic. He wants to have his puppets in power. That's a problem, and that's a huge problem for Disney. This is a massive problem for Disney. If Iger is going to be there or be the puppet master, that's an issue. That's a huge issue for Disney. Is This Live says they build timeshares because they're all pre-sold. Yes, they're already sold. They're earning interest on the investments before they even break out. Exactly. Thank you, Is This Live. They're selling, and by the way, DVC is like many other timeshares, a point-based system. So they're selling the points. So they've already sold the points and the collection that would include the expansion. They're already selling those. So that ability to do that really helps them fund these things. And the profit on timeshares is massive because not only are you paying for the points, but you pay yearly maintenance fees, which are always increasing, like a condo fee or an HOA fee. They're always increasing. You are never going to make money on an timeshare. It's actually illegal to call a timeshare an investment. Did you guys know that? It's illegal. It's against the law. If you are talking to anybody who is selling timeshares and they say it is an investment, you can turn around and report them and you will win. You will win a claim against them. They will have to settle with you for that. If you sue them for fraudulent misrepresentation because they said it was an investment and you can prove they said it was an investment, yeah, they're dead to rights. They are dead to rights because it's not an investment. It's not something that is proven to go up over time or even that has a ability to go up over time because you can't freely resell most timeshares. Now, I know there is a big resale market in DVC. When I had a DVC episode, I do plan on doing more on DVC because I think I have uniquely a lot of knowledge of that because I worked in timeshare. I was in timeshare for about 2 years. I did hotels and timeshare. So because a lot of these hotel companies are doing both hotels and timeshare because they know timeshare is profitable. So I happen to know the law about that, happen to know the law about Reedy Creek. Just happens to be the perfect issue for me. Disney could not be more queued up to be the perfect topic for me, which is why I will still cover it. Now, guys, I will tell you, I will be covering other non-Disney topics in the future. As always, I stay on the Disney case. I will be focused on that, but I am going to be covering other topics. I bounce to Disney when it's relevant, and Disney gives me a lot to talk about, but there will be other things for me to jump into and to chomp into as we go forward into the future. But I just got to say, from the bottom of my heart today, guys, thank you so much for making this the most green day, the most based membership out there in all of Legal Mindset history. Also, the poll, 329 votes. Would you pay for ad-free or accept ads? 51% would pay for ad-free. And 49% would take the cheaper ad version. So it's almost 50-50 split. Almost a 50-50 split for ad-free versus ads. But a little bit of you guys are willing to pay for ad-free. To be honest, I'm willing to pay for ad-free if the content is worth it. If the content is worth it, I will pay for it. Moa says, when you have time, could you look into the pink sauce lady? Please wear. Pink sauce lady? Pink sauce lady? I do not know about that. Pink sauce lady. Let me Google this. Is this something that's going to come up and it's going to be like something that's oh, is this the wait, what? Okay. Is this like a scam? Okay, I got to look into this. Oh, she's broke now. Okay. Well, we'll look at this. We'll look at this. My Miami scammers. Archer Merchant says, 10 more here. Thank you so much. You beat my record of around 16 hours of testimony with the rat, and they always hire random name ones like Fairhen Payne. Oh man, it's so bad. It's so bad. The Disney lawyers are absolutely horrible, and they'll beat you down with inane bullshit. Their point is to wear you down. Like, they have time, they have resources, they have people. They just wear you down till you want to quit. That's how Disney rolls. They just make you roll over and say, fine, do it. Just get out of here. Leave me alone. Don't want to deal with it anymore. But I do want to deal with you guys, and I will be back in the future. I'm going to be out for the weekend here, but I'm going to bring my streaming setup with me. We'll have my webcam, so maybe a little bit different view. I'm going to be hitting the beach, so I'll be enjoying that. All of you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate y'all, and I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I will catch you all on the next one. Stay based out there. Thank you once again for the memberships.